cheat the system. Okay, so I can stream on here. Woohoo! Let's see. So I'm just gonna straight up go for an actual mode. These are all the ships I have. So I have some with commanders, some with don't. I'm not gonna use the American ships, even though I'm American.
I'm gonna put my PS4 on rest mode, so I won't see you till tomorrow. So
Yeah.
see you, man. I'll
See,
watch your stream though.
yeah, watch my stream. Watch it. Okay, so Nikki just left. It's okay. I'm fine with this. I'm gonna show you guys pretty much why I like this, because I was enjoying this. I don't know why, but I was enjoying this. I think it's just because it has an interesting concept. It's better than World of War tanks because I don't know. I'm trying to think on like how to explain this game. I might as well just show you, because essentially it's just it's pretty much if I could be on a boat when playing World of War tanks, this would be what it's like. But the mechanics are a little bit better than World of War tanks. So, but you get to choose one specific boat. I chose the biggest boat because this thing has the most guns and it has torpedoes. And on top of that, I have high explosive and armor piercing, so I get to choose whatever one. I use the high explosive because I know those are really, really good. But you get to choose how fast you go, even full backwards. I go full forwards until it's absolutely necessary for me to stop. And then I try and keep myself kind of to the right a little, because when I'm facing a certain direction, there's like a certain amount of munitions. Like I can have like 8 strikes going one side. So if I just went like this, I have to wait for all the guns to position, which is what that little like indicator there is. All the circles are where my guns are. Boom. That's 8 positions. So I could fire 8 guns at one person on and torpedoes directly at them. Now the reason that's so chaotic is because doing that causes a major problem on their behalf. See, so like they're already over there. Or wait, where are they? They're over there. Like 14 kilometers out. There's another one 13 kilometers this way. See, and then I could launch like 5 shots at him just to scare him. Fire a bunch of shots and hope for the best. I know there was a guy somewhere up there. But every shot you miss counts towards your survival here. So like I got hit from the front somewhere. So I'm gonna look around and see where that came from, because I actually have no idea where it came from. Ah, there he is. If I wanted to send some delicious, essentially nuclear shots at him, I will. It seems like he's moving pretty slow. If I try and shoot that way, it will not hit him. That will, though. See, now that makes it interesting. They added that concept to it. Like, you actually have to watch out for anything land-related. And then you also have to factor in for, like, the timing and everything. So, like, if I have to shot for 5 seconds, I have to aim right about there. And that should hit him, if I remember. At least one of these. Okay, yeah, there you go. I'm gonna do this. See, and these are all hitting him. I know it's on fire. Yeah, so that's like one of the worst things to do here is try and do it like that. So they had better ships, but that's just a little bit of an example of what this is. That's essentially what we're doing this entire game is just having ships, which is why I prefer the versus AI because it's a little bit easier. You're guaranteed to win no matter what. Like honestly, I could use one ship and be a-okay with everything that I shoot at because none of them really are threats to me. They're all weak, essentially. But there's all kinds of factoring that you have to do for this game, and it makes it unique. Unlike World of Tanks, where you could actually bum rush somebody and it not be a problem because now you're guaranteed to hit your shots. In my case, I will always choose to be quick or to try and make sure I hit the shot, because as soon as you hit that shot, they're in trouble. They now know you're in your range. So it causes a little bit of a unique opportunity. Types of ships for different type of playstyles. So like the first ship that I used would have caused absolute chaos. This ship is a little bit quicker, which means less guns, but I still have about, what is that, 8 guns to my name. So I have 8 guns, which means if I aimed just straight up like this and all of my guns lined up to where that little dot is, that would be enough to probably take a couple people down. See, so that's only like 6 guns, and that did that. And you could watch the shot go all the way over there, or you can try and hit lower positioning. Like I personally would try and hit kind of versatile with my shots, so that way I know where I'm trying to go for. But I will try with all my might to make sure I hit the target at any range, just to make sure the target gets incapacitated in one way or another. Like even 2 guns is enough to take out like 3 people. This thing only has 1 gun, technically. This only has like 2 guns, like a couple main cannons. See, now that was all my cannons that I actually fired. That might hit behind them. But you can see everything goes. But every hit you hit, those are all just easy victories. See, those are hits. That's gonna be a hit. These are gonna be hits. This is when no fear comes in. Trying to turn. This is when I go full speed. But this is... Fire like 16 different shots at him. See now, like, that's a ship right there. So you have like friendlies, you have enemies. You're kind of all over the place. Which is really, really nice considering like the play styles of this game are so just, you know, diverse. So I get to watch every shot that I hit. So here's what I'm going to try and do. So I'm going to try and like ride up on the side lines here. As soon as I do, my guns are going to be like all lined up right here, meant to give them a huge hitter. It's either it's going to end bad for me or it's going to end bad for them. Either way, I'm giving them a big hit in a little amount of time, which is what I need to do. Because I think there's only 2 guys left. That's one of the main ones I want to get rid of, is that guy over there. As for the rest of them, I think there's only 2 left. Yeah, there's only 2 left. So like right here, that's the spot. This is when, as soon as we start all just unloading at him, he loses. See? There you go, battle ended. We finished, we won. We are victorious. Which is great, because now from there we just return to the port and we wait and see what goes down. But for the most part, we pretty much won. But there's still a bunch of opportunities to lose. So always keep in mind, you are extremely vulnerable no matter who or what you are. There are advantages to this, so like the targeting systems on certain things. They can be improved, they can be better, but they can be worse. You never know. But there are lots of ships, and there are lots of different things. And they all kind of add opportunity to what you could do to people. So like, if I use this, this is really good for me. I can't unlock it yet, but once I do, there are so many more options, because I think that has more guns, from what I understand. But I need to start using the Russian ships a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue doing the versus AI stuff, and I'm going to use the big boat to this. And I really want to see what happens. And as you can tell, I could put like boosters on it, you could put camouflage, so I'm going to put common boosters, another common booster, another common booster. And from there, it pretty much just gives me opportunity. And then the camouflage, I could just put whatever. I'm going to put type 3 camouflage on here because I kind of like the look of that. Alright. So now that we have that, now we just go into a battle and we see what happens. We could either do really good or we could do really bad. But for what I understand, for the ship that I'm using, I should be able to do really, really good. Considering this thing is just an absolute beast of a ship. Like, I think this is probably my biggest ship as of right now. That's the biggest ship I have. Which means it has a lot of power. So, like I said, this adds a little bit of variety to your play styles, and it helps you kind of adjust. So, I'm going to use my big boat, and hopefully I can get some really fun kills. But like I said, these things are a lot slower, but they are way more reliable. Plus, I got torpedoes, which means I have a little extra variety to my arsenal. See, like, just aiming right there, there's 5 available. If I turn myself enough, if I aimed right here and both my guns lined up there, there is enough gunpowder. That is enough to really just destroy that entire side right there. So if there was a bunch of infantry right there, they'd be dead. So I'm a full all the way to C, and then I'm gonna just sit there and I'm gonna wait. As soon as we see it, there is going to, yeah, so there's a tango really far up there. I can't hit it from where I'm at, but I could try and scare it a lot right there. So that's the one downfall of most of the guns that you'll use. You don't have the range. So try and remember that you have a certain limitation to your range, and there's a certain limitation to how much you can actually put out at a time. So like right here, I'm a large 5 times right over there, and that is going to scare the crap out of him because that's all just going towards him. And I'm going to also try and just single shot it. And that did not work. But here is C. So it does not matter. I'm gonna get all lined up here. Right away. Torpedo. And torpedo right. Seeking a turn. And I'm gonna torpedo right at him. There we go. That torpedo shot was really good. If I could hit that guy at least once with one of these torpedoes, that should be enough to hardcore damage him. It looks like that might actually hit him. These ones should definitely hit. Yeah, those are gonna hit him. One of those is gonna hit him, and it's gonna. I could have had a torpedo kill right there. Oh, there are torpedoes coming for me too. Oh, that. That one dang near killed me. So this is way scarier than you think. Only because there are so many things to go wrong here. Trying to back it up so I don't frickin' die. That is an enemy boat that I need to hit. I might die trying to fight this one, but screw it, it's for the good of our Russia. Okay, so they should all come in at about the same time. And these are the armor-piercing ones, which means they're going to do so much to him. Hopefully. Those were all really close to me. Okay, so those armor piercings did a good amount of damage to him. This is when I have to move up. See, I have way more firepower than I could ever intend to want or even desire. So I have like pure devastation in my path with this thing. Like regardless on how many hits I just took, I just absolutely have a chance to pure demonstrate out of people what happens when you toy with something 3 times your size. Like, this is a big ship. Coming against this thing is like a death wish. On top of that, I have torpedoes, which means I can actually launch a series of things towards you, and then on top of that, volley the crap out of you. So, like I said, coming against me is a death wish. See, now that was just a normal volley of enemy fire, like of my fire. Now, if I were to just make myself vulnerable right here, which I'm going to, I can just stop right here like it's nothing, and I can just wait for them to come to me. See, now he's all the way over there. I can't really do anything to him but fire near that island. So now I need to actually get to a strategic point of value, and I'm gonna just go do it. You know, I'm gonna run over there, and I'm gonna try and strike him as much as I can. I mean, either way, we've kind of gotten into that stage of we've already won. We just want to guarantee the victory by killing the last person. Because that's just one person, and I'm one of the big boys. So in all actuality, there's no way that he's gonna thoroughly escape from us and still survive. Like, that guy right there, he's getting absolutely murdered. So he's going to probably come over and ask for assistance. And we're going to be right there. And all of us, there's still like 6 of us, including myself. So even if I don't hit him, you see, we kind of already guaranteed victory before the match even ended. So, and that's just against AI, and they're still pretty tough. But they're not as tough as the default player, so regardless, we're doing pretty good. But even as an experience, like for experienced players too, you can still lose. It is still absolutely possible. It's so fairly possible. But you could also upgrade it so you can do it like a certain amount of time. So like as soon as I get the ship, if I wanted to, I can immediately go and just start doing that stuff. But I'm not going to. I'm going to try and do it as much as I can. So this one gives me sure shot. Shells with good ballistic trajectory and retain velocity, making aiming easier. Bigger guns. The ship is armed with high caliber main battery guns and then paper thin. So my armor without arming causing... So let's see, hang on. Higher caliber shells over penetrate the armor without arming, causing minimal damage. So I'm going to take more shots, but I'm going to deal way heavier hits. So anything that's dumb enough to be in front of me at that time is going to absolutely be torn into shredded cheese, but it's not going to do enough to kill it. from what I'm picking up from that. But that's kind of the concept with what I'm gonna do with most of these things. I don't intend to immediately kill you. I just intend to tear you up and hope that someone else can get you. Which, as you can tell, can sometimes turn into my favor. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on what you have to do. It also kind of depends on where you're aiming to hit. Because certain sections have, like, there's anyway, so, like, I'm going to try and go towards the middle section, but I'm also going to try and push probably as much as I can, because as soon as I push them, like, the amount of gunfire I could put out is going to be enough to kill something. See, so that's plenty of gunfire right there. This is all I'll ever need. Because as soon as I take a big hit at something, that's all that happens. That happens, and it goes everywhere and hits them. Now, high chance... Yeah, see? Now, I can actually hit him from this distance. They're both kind of grouping up, which is not a good idea, because as soon as you start grouping, it makes it easier to annihilate anything in range. Oh, they all went this way. See, like, I already hit him. This is where if I do this, I can quickly just go... This is all I need. I just need to be able to hit you as soon as I see you. And you could absolutely tear up whatever it is that's in front of you. But that's the problem with torpedoes. They're super strong. But notice, it is a huge all-out warfare with this thing. Which is really fun. It really is. But holy crap, it causes such a big deal. And you can leave the match if you die, because you don't want to sit there and watch it. So I'm going to do that because I have content to make. So that's the nice thing. And then you can go play another match and earn all your XP at about the same time. So I'm going to use my level 2, or my second best ship, which is the smaller, still has about the same amount of ammunition, but it doesn't have torpedoes. So it's going to make it slightly better because it's quicker. And notice how it doesn't take 40 hours to do this, like a couple minutes just to find one match. It takes like 30 seconds. Less than 40 seconds to find one. And then it countdowns from 40, so you could sit there for like 20 seconds and be like, yeah, okay. So I'm just going to wait. As soon as it loads, it's probably 25 seconds. And now we wait. And then at 20 seconds, I'll push start onto the game. I'm all ready. I'm ready for this. Let's do it. Kind of thing. So I'm prepared. I've done this. I'm ready to murder. Now, this is just another game that I'm going to start enjoying just because... There we go. And if you noticed, as they all reload, and these are highly explosive rounds, so they're not like the normal amount of holy crap that I'm dealing with. But watch how many shots I could put out and how much damage it would do if I were to hit whatever it was. So if I aim right there, that's what I'm doing. Now I am keeping an eye towards our sides here because that is like a high advantage point to hit a ship from, is the side, because that's such an open area is to that side. So to your left or your right, those are going to absolutely chaotic neutral hit you. So it takes 5 seconds for that shot to hit over there. I need to aim more up front, like that, and that one of those should hit him. If it doesn't, that's because I'm aiming too low. So what I'm saying is trying to aim level with your target. So all those rounds, every one of those would have at least hit if I aimed a little bit farther. Like for him, I can hit him completely right now. And there's all of them hitting. Or at least 70% of those hitting. Whoa, someone's on my side. See, now that's the one downfall. I'm very, like, you can actually, like, disable enemy ships like they're nothing. But they have big maps, big proposals, and a lot of really good, cool, interesting mechanics. So there are drops, there are ranges that you're only able to use. Like, there's like 6 torpedoes in that one section right there. But there are also 6 torpedoes on that one. And see, some of those, I think in range to do it, but you can hit a torpedo, but you either have to be close or you have to be really lucky. So always keep in mind that that's how it's like. So, there's a lot of advantage in this game, and I enjoy it all. I enjoy the beautiful chaos that it is. Because it really is. It's a beautiful chaos. Anyway, I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to chill with some music, and, yeah. I'm just going to kind of enjoy myself while I'm playing this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all for tuning in.